Hello, welcome back, and today it is Sketchbook Challenge Day 6. I am doing a fan art of Kiki's Delivery Service, the Studio Ghibli movie. Some of you may have watched it. If you haven't, it's on Netflix, I suggest. But yeah, so I wanted to do more of the approach of like a paint and chat rather than telling you exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to quickly tell you now that I sketched it out in violet, went over in mechanical pencil, did some watercolor, did some gouache, kept on layering until it becomes a final product. Now, I'm going to talk about the movie because I absolutely love talking about movies. So, this movie is basically about a girl, a witch named Kiki, and her mom's a witch. So, they have this tradition all witches do where when they hit a certain age, they have to go out to a different town and kind of make a name for themselves. And Kiki's all ready. She found this beautiful clear sky, which is best for flying. So she tells her mom, "Mom, I'm ready to go." So they let her fly off, and she goes to this new town where it's a lot more modern than hers, a lot more people, and to them she's kind of like a new person. They don't really see a lot of witches around. What happens is a lot of people are fascinated by her, but she's also like trying to, make a name for herself. So she ends up talking to this lady and helping her out, and she ends up starting her own delivery service. So the story kind of goes on. It's just basically about Kiki trying to deliver people's things and making new friends and meeting new people and kind of just making relationships basically. And I'd like to point out, after the first 10 minutes, you will never see or hear from her parents again, and that's like one thing that definitely bugs me about this movie. But that is for the next part where I'm just going to be talking about my personal thoughts and my movie review. Now, I'd just like to point out that this is my personal opinion, so if you've seen the movie and you really, really love it, please don't get offended. And if you haven't seen this movie and you do not want spoilers, I'll put a timestamp below when to unmute me because that'll be like my final recommendation. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start with the review right now. So for the beginning, I liked how her and her mom were talking about why she was leaving. It gave a lot of backstory how witches leave at a certain age to really be independent and find their own identity. Also, I love Gigi, so cute. One of my favorite side characters in Studio Ghibli films that I've watched so far. And I definitely think he or her brings a personality to the whole movie, especially because there's a lot of conversation between Kiki and Gigi, and they're kind of like, best friends, kind of like siblings, in my opinion. Now, I will say I do not like how the parents do not show up after the first 10 minutes. After she flies off and she's have like rough winds, she's all like, "Mama, Dad, I'll call you when I land," and you don't hear about them at all. And then she lands, it's fine, like she's having a hard time. I like that she meets the baker and they get along really well and she's at home, and then she meets Tombo. Here's my problem with Tombo. As much as I like the character, I feel like there wasn't enough development with him. I feel like their relationship wasn't developed. It's like she's very hesitant to talk to him and you don't really know why she's hesitant. Like she doesn't have a bad history with guys or like a reason to hate them. But that's like a whole puzzle to me. If you guys know what that's all about, feel free to comment it. And yeah, like I just feel like after she lands and she starts her delivery service, it kind of just is kind of slow from there. I do like the baker though. I think she's an amazing character. I think she's so sweet, has a kind of like a motherly figure. And she kind of represents that, the good neighbor. So I definitely like her. And I feel like there's this one girl in the woods, I don't remember her name, but I feel like she was kind of irrelevant. Like Kiki was gonna have a friend. The friend should show continuously throughout the plot, personally. But I do like some of the people she has delivered to. Well, there's one older lady I think is really sweet, like the fact that she bakes this cake for her granddaughter or pie for her granddaughter and the granddaughter doesn't really want it. Like this whole situation feels like it could just be happening now. It's something that happens in our current world. I've definitely had those moments where I wasn't as grateful for something as I should be, but it just makes it feel a little bit more relatable, even though it's like a 2D cartoon with a witch and broomsticks. Now, the last thing I wasn't crazy about for this film is the ending. I just feel like it was a little bit too abrupt, and the ending came too quickly. I mean, there was a whole part where Kiki lost her powers, and suddenly, bam, she got them back up because of her will, and I won't go into why she had a will, because when there's a will, there's a way. But it was just a little too quick for me. I felt like the middle was just too slow. and the ending was too quick. But overall, it was a good movie. If you do have Netflix, I would watch it. I think the plot is there. It's not bad. I'm not crazy about how slow it is, but I feel like it does stick to a plot and there's not too much extra stuff that's unnecessary. The characters are really good, which there's more character development, but some characters are just worth watching for, like Gigi, adorable, Kiki, amazing, the baker, beautiful. It's very, very like wholesome, very good feel good movie. Like if you're just looking to watch something that doesn't have too much action, a little bit of a storyline, a little bit of magical, I would definitely go for this one. This one's really, really good, especially because Studio Ghibli is so well known for their movies. You might as well watch it. And I do love the art. Like, if you are into movies for their art style, this is definitely one for you. I love the 2D style. It's very simple, but it's very like elegant. When she's flying, like below her, it looks so, so, so good. Ugh. I'd watch it again just for the art, I swear. And I also like the very independent girl storyline, so something to look out for as well. But yeah, that is basically it. This artwork is a longer video than normal. It took me longer too. It took me I think like an hour 45, but I'm pretty happy with it. I would say I'm not crazy about the background, but I like the character in it, which is what I was going for today. I regret doing the background on gouache, but it's fine. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm probably going to be doing another Studio Ghibli movie next week, so stay tuned for that and for the sketchbook challenge. Bye!